Bloomberg's now been going after Sanders supporters. The one thing that he is focusing on in all of his web stuff is he wants to fight Trump, but he's got to take out Bernie Sanders to do that. So he's kind of recalibrating a little bit, particularly ahead of this debate. So Bloomberg now is targeting Sanders supporters in a new ad. He has this ad that he tweeted out, and it shows texts and tweets and memes and other things that attack 2020 Democratic contenders from people who say that they're Bernie supporters. And at the end of it, there's a video of Sanders, and he says, oh, quote, it's vitally important for those of us who hold different views to be able to exchange and to be able to engage in a civil discourse. And then the video ends with the question, really? And so then the Sanders campaign deputy communications director, Sarah Ford, fired back and said, oh, this is the establishment perpetuating a false myth to blah, blah, blah. He's building a multiracial, multi-ethnic, blah, 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 blah. And then they just say that Bloomberg, with all of his money, cannot create the excitement and energy we need to have the voter turnout that is required to defeat Trump. That's what she said the other night, which that is true. I mean, you can sit here and you can you buy whatever you want, but you can't buy yourself confidence when you're on stage at a debate. You can't buy yourself better answers. You can't buy yourself a better personality. You can't buy yourself the contentment to be able to easily be situated up there on that stage and handle everything that they throw at you. You can't buy that. And I think he's anticipating Bernie's going to go at him pretty hard, I would imagine. And I would think every one of them does at this point. Biden's going to have to go at him. Biden's been focusing everything on Sanders. Well, now that Bloomberg is climbing above them, I'm telling you, I've heard some people say that they would rather, and I tend to think this too, I'd rather have something like a Biden be the candidate instead of somebody like a Sanders or a Bloomberg. But I think that that's the epitaph of the party. I think it's pretty much written. It's pretty much written at this point. And then Sanders has been in a fight with a culinary union. Let's be real though, the Bernie bros, they're a bunch of progressive incels who they do get online and they do. I mean, you saw James O'Keefe's stuff, right? And then don't forget the guy that was trying to shoot up the ball field of all the Republican congressional members. That was a Bernie bro. Just saying, there's a little pattern there. There's a little pattern there. Rudeness seems to be acceptable. I don't know. I mean, there is a certain quality about people, I guess, who can get behind a guy who's never held a job in the private sector and whose wife bankrupted a girls' school, but there you have it.